Welcome to InterPartyConflict, the podcast where we answer your questions so you can have the best tabletop gaming experience possible. My name is Skylar.
And my name is Lisa.
And we're going to answer your questions today. But first, I have a question. Lisa, how are you doing today?
I do not feel like I want to puke.
Excellent. Me either.
Fabulous.
Moving on.
How is your day going?
It's great. I took a nap.
Awesome. I had an 8-year-old's birthday party for a 45-year-old today at the library. She brought in blowers and unicorn plates.
Describe blowers.
Not anything awful.
Okay.
The things that you go woo, and then it goes woo, and then everything is festive. And sometimes they have streamers on them, but the streamers were only on half of them, and mine with the unicorn hit me in the eye.
Lisa, you're walking down a hallway in an ancient temple when you spot a secret door. What do?
Let me look at one of my reference books. I have Wizards, The Secret History of Giants, Supernatural, the DK edition, and Ultimate RPG Character. I'm going to go with Supernatural. And I
feel like this was a real good dry run.
I use a medium's most impressive technique or trick, according to skeptics, and conjure up some dead spirits.
Okay, roll a wizardry check.
Oh, okay. Let me put it in the house. I got a 17.
Oh, you did
Do
that.
dice go that high? Yeah.
Yes, dice go that high.
Okay, great. I got 17.
Awesome. You succeed, and you raise 6 pretty rough-looking, skeleton dudes. They have a little bit of sinew left, but they're pretty rough-looking. But
okay,
you do it.
Let me open to a picture of them.
Oh, that's great for a podcast.
Okay, they look like this picture right here.
All right.
Good.
They look like a lady in black and white.
I believe.
With spooky hands.
Is that the Wicked Witch of the West? Is that Margaret Hamilton? The book is falling apart.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, it was too evil. Let's move on. The book broke as I tried to open it.
All right, well, in front of you and your friends of undead skeletons, the secret door opens. Good. And leads straight to the Dragon's Hoard.
The Dragon's Hoard.
This week's Dragon's Hoard item was submitted by Gabe, and it can be found in the 5th edition Dungeon Master's Guide.
I don't have that, but I do have The Secret History of Giants.
Well, you want to take a guess at what it is?
It's probably going to be a lucky anchor.
Could you describe what a lucky anchor does? I'd be fascinated to know.
All right. No. There is no explanation. It just says lucky anchor and is pointing to an anchor on a hairy man's chest.
Excellent. Well, this week's item in the Dragon's Hoard is a gray bag of tricks. Do you know what that is, Lisa? I would love for you to describe what you think it is.
A gray bag of tricks?
Yes.
Okay. It is a bag, which is something usually cloth that holds objects.
Good start.
The color is most likely gray, which is not quite black and not quite white, but somewhere in between.
I'd be surprised.
And it has children's cereal in it.
Close.
Tricks.
Very close. There are tricks in there. It's an ordinary bag. It's made of gray cloth. Good check 2.
I got this.
Check 2 for Lisa. It appears empty, but reaching inside, it reveals the presence of a small, fuzzy object. You love small, fuzzy objects.
I do enjoy some small, fuzzy objects.
The bag weighs about half a pound. You can use an action to pull the fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. When the object lands, it transforms into a creature you determine by rolling a d8 and consulting the following guide. The creature vanishes at the next dawn or when it is reduced to 0 hit points.
Oh.
I know. Who would want to kill a fuzzy object?
What?
The creature is friendly to you and your companions, and it acts on your turn.
All right, I guess I'm going to roll a 1 because I want a weasel because they eat dust.
I don't think you have a choice.
Oh. All right.
I mean, if you could, determine your roles just at want, then you'd be just the best D&D player.
Okay. I have an 8-piece dice, and it's going in the house right as we speak.
Okay.
I got a 1!
Oh, Are you magic?
Let me consult one of the books.
Yeah, consult the...
I am a headless horseman.
All right. A magical headless horseman or just a regular one?
I don't know.
Okay. Moving on. You equally had an opportunity to get one of the following 8 items, other than 7.
They're not items, they're people.
They're not correct. They are also animals. You could have also received one of the following 7 items, other than a weasel. If you rolled a 2, you would have gotten a giant rat.
Aw.
A 3 would have been a badger.
Aw.
4 is a boar.
No.
5 is a panther.
No, that's a cat.
6 is a giant badger.
Okay.
7 is a dire wolf.
What does dire mean?
Like bigger.
Like the opposite of my dog?
Yes.
Okay.
The opposite of your tiny dog.
He's very little today.
And the 8th is a giant elk, which is very giant.
So dire is smaller than giant.
I guess it depends.
I'm bringing up all of the
A
important
wolf is smaller
points.
than an elk, so...
But it's a giant... No, it's a dire wolf. We don't know what that means.
I'm sure that is listed in one of the books.
Okay, let's see. Let's try wizards. First time in paperback.
Makes sense.
She slowed, panting. Eyes narrowed. She searched the stand of ferns for a single quivering leaf.
Well, that answers everything. All right.
Great. Next. Well, did we discuss the giant elk? I haven't made an approval or disapproval noise yet.
I've actually utilized the giant elk before. That's really cool. That's all I have to say.
That is good.
Yeah. Did you want to look it up in your Giants book?
No.
Okay. Great. Well, why don't you tell me some hijinks that you get onto with this item you got here?
With the weasel?
Well, specifically, yes.
Okay. All right. So weasels eat dust.
They eat dust, or they just
That's
like
what
it?
Ilmitch told me. Ilmitch is a rapper.
Okay. Well, he sounds very reliable.
Oh, he is. He's fabulous. He can tell you all about skateboarding. And so anyways, the weasel and I are walking around with our gray bag of tricks.
Yes.
When suddenly let me consult the book. A puppet looks down at the dirty pillow and tatty blanket inside. And that's what me and the weasel do.
Roll a perception check and see what you see.
I don't know what that is, so I'm going to roll this dice.
Perfect.
I rolled a 1. So I see 1 tatty blanket.
All right.
Should I check the pillows? I have 2 pillows. And those are located outside of the bag.
Okay. Excellent. Great adventure.
Is this what playing Dungeons and Dragons
no,
is
it's
like?
the opposite. You don't get to decide what you're rolling, and you also generally don't use a d6 for a check.
Well, this is called Lisa and Lagoons. No. That's dumb. Next. Skylar, you're an excellent straight man. I'm so sorry I'm bringing you down. So Super Hands is in the studio because we have a budget for a studio, and this isn't just a room in the house with pictures of things and robots that Gabe built a while ago, and David Pumpkins and Mr. Peanut.
So that'll do it for the great bag of tricks, Lisa. If our listeners wanted to submit magic items for the Giants Horde, or questions for us to discuss, or stories for the funeral pyre, how would they do so?
They can send us an email at interpartyconflict@gmail.com.
That's right. That is interpartyconflict@gmail.com. And before we go any further, we have a giveaway to give away today. As always, we're giving away a free copy of Chapel on the Cliffs, a spooky adventure module from Goblinstone. So, Lisa, who is our winner today?
Our winner today is Chrissy.
Chris Y.
Chris Y.
Winner. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Congratulations, Chris Y. You should get your copy in your email soon. Be sure to leave Goblinstone a review. And Lisa, if our listeners wanted to enter this drawing, how would they do that?
Let me consult the books. Okay. The Ultimate RPG Character Backstory Guide. So if they want to, they add charm to their smile, make us look serious, or hide behind your hair.
That's right. They can send us an email at interpartyconflict@gmail.com with Chapel on the Cliffs in the subject line.
Yes. Patreon plug.
Sorry, I didn't actually write out this part.
No. Patreon plug. We're going by the script.
Yeah, it should
All right,
be
then what do we
like
have?
Patreon plug.
Citronation plugs.
Crit Nation plug.
Crit Nation plugs. I believe Crit Nation is some kind of a furry frog?
It's one of the animals that you get from the...
No, that's dire wolves.
Oh.
It's probably a weasel.
Well, what's a Crit Nation then?
A furry weasel? Dog? Frog?
Sure.
Plug. It's a plug, so you plug it into the wall.
Oh, we're being so disrespectful right now.
No, this is perfect. Fine.
Oh, wait, is that guy that came to our house? Crit Nation?
Honestly, I think the answer to that question is yes.
Okay, so Crit Nation came to our house before, and he seemed very happy and nice. So, hello, Crit.
Hello, Mr. Nation. It was nice to meet you that one time.
I know, his name is Justin.
Well, not anymore.
It's Crit. And he wears a hat.
Does he? Tell me about the hat.
I feel like there's a purple hat involved. Is there a purple hat on his logo?
Mr. Nation, can you tell
to
us
Google
if there's a...
and look
hat
for
involved?
purple hats, and that's where you'll find the Crit Nation plug.
Perfect. All right, Lisa, let's get into some questions.
Okay.
All right, so Gerald the Sorceress from Reddit wants to know, in your opinion, what's the GM's job and why? Lisa, you
They
have an
make
answer?
cars.
Yeah, that's true. That's...
I mean, they supply cars to the nation, and eventually we can afford them after they've been used for a while and make it to a used car lot.
Yeah, I mean...
We could afford them sooner if you donate to our Patreon.
Accurate.
The place where you go to give us money.
Patreon.com/InterPartyConflict.
Thank
Yes.
you, Skylar.
Good job, Lisa.
Yay. Should I ask you a question?
Yeah, ask me a question.
All right. When do you introduce dragons? Do you need a book?
Yeah, hand me
Oh.
giants.
Giants. Okay.
Okay. Ooh.
If you look for more than 3 seconds, the book wins.
Yeah, according to Gog and Magog,
Oh, I added books about them to the library. Nobody checks those books out.
well, they'll be very happy to be heard today. Because they're standing guard over the hall. There are 2 rare statues of Cornish giants, Gog and Magog. Probably when I see Gog and Magog, I would introduce dragons.
Okay. Very good.
That's my final answer.
Fabulous. You win $10,000.
Thank you, Lisa.
All right, my turn. Hit me with the next question. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Speaking of introducing dragons, we have our very own dragon in the studio, and he's wearing safety goggles.
Yes, he is.
I found him at a garage sale. It's a big plush IKEA stuffed dragon. We live very close to IKEA, so our life is made of Swedish furniture.
I can confirm.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's in the fridge too. Anywho,
I do have a piece of my finger in the fridge.
I feel like that needs a little explanation.
Nah.
All right, moving on.
Okay.
Elisa,
Yes.
Nicholas P. from email.
Oh, yeah. I go on the email every once in a while.
Sometimes, sometimes.
Okay, Nicholas P.
What do you think of parties having pets/companions?
I love Well, I went to okay, so I have parties for my coloring ladies for their birthdays at the library. And I had one party where it was very bad weather and almost nobody showed up.
Oh.
So in order to make the party better, I went home and got my dog Super Hands and let him run amok in the back library grounds.
Super Hands is very small, by the way.
He's so tiny. He's the tiniest little boy anybody's ever seen. And he snores. But that doesn't have to do with the story. My point is that the party was made better because of an animal.
So you approve?
I give triple thumbs up. 1 thumb, 2 thumb, and the piece of my thumb in the fridge.
Excellent.
Okay, I'm going to read a question to Skylar. When is it okay to split the party?
Never. I know that because I heard Gabe say it.
But it makes for better episodes of Scooby-Doo.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay. I will accept that answer for Scooby-Doo. It's very confusing and frustrating when it comes to D&D.
Okay. Well, if D&D stands for dangerous dalliances, then no.
But does anyone survive when you split up, though? Like, think of horror movies.
Yeah.
Who survives?
In that one movie that really annoying lady did.
Was she a virgin?
No, gosh, no.
No? Oh.
But then she became a successful publisher.
What movie are we talking about?
I'm gonna need to phone a friend.
Okay.
It's called Camp Slaughter. Why would you reference that movie?
It's called Camp Slaughter.
It's an awful movie.
Gabe says it's an excellent movie. So I would love to watch that and see what you're talking about.
You know, you could probably rent it from my local library because I add everything.
Or your house, because it sounds like you love it. I'm sure you have it.
I've probably seen it once. 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Okay. It stuck with you, though.
Yes. All right.
Oh, it's me. I get to pick.
Wait. Okay.
Because that was a me question that turned into a you question.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Would you
okay.
like me to ask you another question?
No. Oh, here's a good question.
Okay,
So
great.
I feel like you will know the answer too.
Uh-huh.
So, at Zatsay from Twitter wants to know, in 5th edition, can a paladin using an attack with Divine Smite that brings a creature's hit points to 0 declare it as a non-lethal?
I knew 4 words, so let me consult the book.
Do you want giants?
Yeah, giants is probably where it's going to be. Okay. Oh, here we go. I have to pull this part open in order to get the answer. Who would do such a thing, I ask you? The Jack Child plants and Bean Bane climbs up here for I know not what and asks me for some breakfast. So, to answer your question about the paladins, they just need some breakfast.
Concise. I approve. I appreciate it.
So my dog is a very good boy and he loves breakfast. But the problem is none of us are awake for breakfast. But this morning I got woken up because my bunny Dustbin was throwing her dish around because she wanted breakfast.
Oh,
So I went and got her an apple and she hit me.
that's a fun story, Lisa.
My tiny dog absolutely loves bunnies.
They don't seem to like him that much, though.
They, well, there's a grudging mutual beating up.
It's because he's so small.
He's very little.
Hmm.
He was actually, when I got him, smaller than the bunnies.
That's
That's not an exaggeration. I have photographic proof.
I'm sure we'll put that up on the Facebook.
No.
No? Okay.
Okay, my turn to ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay, Mike, off of Any World, says, why do you think so many gaming groups have issues with showing up on time?
Because we're adults. And it's really difficult getting adults to do anything is like herding cats. It's the worst.
Herding cats?
Cats are another furry creature. I know they're not your favorite. They're very difficult to herd.
Herd.
Yes, not herd. I do not condone herding cats.
Yeah, yeah, I don't even either. I just throw them into the neighbor's yard.
They land on their feet.
Yeah, they're jerks. We have a cat that's decided to make my life awful. He's a neighborhood cat. His name, so far as I've collected from the people who I know feed this stupid thing, his name is Stephen David Ravioli Baby Not Baby. And he goes from house to house getting breakfast from everybody.
That sounds like a cat for sure.
He comes to my house, and I don't like cats. I don't like him at all. I yell at him to get off of my lawn. He craps on my lawn. For Christmas, he puked on my driveway. He knocks over my statues on purpose. He sits on my porch, looks through my windows, and yells at me as I'm yelling at him. He annoys my dog. He tries to eat my plants. He killed a bird next door. I hate this freaking cat. But everybody else loves him. That's how I feel.
I hope that got caught.
So, does that answer your question?
Well, that answers my question. Yes, it does.
Good.
How about I ask you a question?
Fabulous. I asked the one about issues with showing up on time, and then you said that you wanted to hurt the cats.
Yes, I was the one who said that, yes. I would like that to go on my permanent record that I'm an evil person. Laughing Jackal 641 from Reddit would like to know, how would you go about ending a long campaign?
Go out in the sunlight.
Ew, gross.
Interact.
Well, isn't that the whole thing of D&D, is interacting with a very small, select group of people?
I don't know. So to end it, you just get up and go to the store and buy some shrimp and eat it. Or instead of eating shrimp, you can go to the store and get a new shirt.
It
Doesn't have stains.
Yeah. I feel like you're painting a real vivid picture here.
Or maybe instead of sweatpants, you could put on something that looks better. Get a haircut.
That's all reasonable advice, Lisa. I'm sure many people appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you end it. You get a job. You leave the basement. You rent an apartment.
That's all very reasonable.
You make waffles.
I think you saved some lives here, Lisa.
You order beads on Amazon, and then you start a new business where you make beautiful necklaces. Somebody stop me from talking.
Nope.
Okay, I would like to ask Skylar a question.
Okay.
All right. Nicholas P. from email says, what do you think of parties having pets as companions?
I think if you can remember to use them, that you can do some pretty cool stuff with it. But I think most people just forget that they're there. And if you're an inexperienced GM, it's really hard to figure out interesting ways to adapt to them. So I'm for them, as long as you remember to use them.
What kind of pets don't let you remember that they're there? I've never had that experience in my life. Superhands is getting constant attention during this.
That's a good question.
Rabbits will hit you and throw things if they don't get what they want.
That's true.
Rats will come up and give you kisses.
That's true. I clearly had the wrong answer. All right, well, Lisa, let me ask you something.
Yeah. What do I think of having pets in parties?
We already did this. But yes, go on again.
Okay, so I think pets are good and parties are sometimes okay, but a pet party, I would go to that.
Perfect.
Great. Next question.
Next question.
So I ask you,
Yes.
Delay That Llama on Reddit says, how do you feel about the nerdy stereotype that D&D brings with it?
I can already see you would love to answer this.
No, this
Okay.
one's for you.
I think that it's outdated. I don't think it's super accurate anymore. D&D's become such a mainstream.
But you haven't smelled my house after the nerds leave.
I'm one of the nerds. I've helped create that smell. That's far too personal. How do you clearly have strong feelings about this?
Oh, I think it's a thing. And I know that I would have to air out my home after the nerds were done.
Fair. That's very reasonable.
And they generally did have Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Well, that's because you provide them with Mountain Dew and Doritos. You can't.
Okay, I haven't seen any fedoras. But they're not really fedoras anyways. They're trilby
Yeah,
hats.
they're trilbies.
But I haven't seen any.
Trilbies are fedoras, though. It's like saying like a tortoise is still a turtle. It's just you're more specific saying.
That sounds like a question for Jeff.
Well, he's not here. This is our show now.
Oh, I see. We took over. Great. Look at me. I'm Gabe.
I'm Gabe.
Oh, yeah.
I'll ask the next question.
Okay.
So it's from Justin Land or Landy from Reddit. I have a player who is incredibly busy all the time. Is it wrong to just play without him?
No.
Yeah, no, right?
No. If they don't want to show up,
Yeah, like,
then why would you not?
like I don't see any issue with just creating like a passing character. Like, oh no, they go on vacation. Oh, they
Here, let me
go on
consult the book.
holiday. Yeah, let's see what
RPG character backstory
Perfect.
guide.
let's see what they say.
It just so happens that he thinks I'm dead.
That's a perfect solution.
There we go.
Yeah, he's just a vampire.
Yeah.
He's just sleeping.
Here, we can go even further into it. Adventurers tend to upset people. Not being bound by conventional laws and disrupting the status quo everywhere you travel will do that.
Yeah, that's also very accurate.
The best adventurers have heard many people shout angry expletives at their backs. So just shout angry expletives at your friend.
We'll just make everybody hate the character and then just not want him around and like only use him when he's convenient.
I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah.
I think we just solved the issue. Reddit man
Justin Landy.
Landry.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to ask Skylar her question. This is by Vice Versa 951 Reddit. Could you enjoy a game with no conflict?
Conflict is how I don't feel like you can have a story without conflict.
Oh, let me tell you about a game with no conflict. I have the best game on my cell phone. I have a smartphone now as of like 2 months ago. And I finally found the perfect game. It is called Toast Simulator.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, there's conflict in that because you're trying to get to a thing.
No, you're not trying to do anything. You just touch it as many times as you want toast to come out. You don't have to worry about it burning. You don't have to worry about if you have a good score or not. It's the perfect game. There's no conflict. You just touch it and toast comes out.
How many people do you think could play that though?
Me.
I guess you could have a one-man campaign.
With toast.
With toast. All right.
The graphics are wonderful. The sound effects are fabulous. It doesn't even need a flashy background. It's just a toaster.
All right. Well, I guess the answer is, while I am dubious
Uh-huh.
that there could be a campaign without conflict, Lisa is certain that you can.
It sounds wonderful.
All right.
Sort of like a game where you just open up a door and you look what's in it and you don't have to go any further. That's it. That would be the best game of Dungeons and Dragons anyone has ever played. Let's play it right now.
All right.
Skylar,
Yes.
roll
okay.
the dice.
Okay. Do you want to put me?
No. You roll the dice first.
There's no situation. It's just dice rolling.
We need the number.
Okay.
All
Roll
right.
a 13
Skylar got a 13.
from a d20.
So she goes over to door number 13 and opens it.
What do I see?
Inside, you see a party hat. Okay, roll again.
Oh, okay. What am I rolling for?
All right, so we have number 2. She goes over to door number 2. She opens it, and there's nothing.
Oh, I'm very
It's
disappointed.
just an empty room.
Well, see, I'm conflicted now because I wanted there to be something, and now I'm.
No, you didn't. It's good.
Oh, I did. Okay, I didn't want there to be anything. Okay.
Right. Do you want to? Okay, roll again.
Yeah. Well, now I'm invested.
Okay. 15. So we go down to the gloopy swamp, and you take 15 steps.
Is a gloopy swamp behind a door?
No.
Oh.
It's a different part of the castle.
Oh, we're in a castle?
No, we're in the gloopy swamp.
Oh, but...
Okay, so roll again.
Okay.
You took 15 steps in.
Okay.
7, you win!
Oh, man, this was the greatest game ever.
I know. If people played by my rules instead, it would be way better.
Yeah, I changed my mind. No conflict needed.
Yes.
Next question.
Okay, great. So, this is from Paradirapius from Reddit. How do I know if my D&D group is worth sticking with?
Well, Paradoxbus, I would say if you don't like being there, you just shouldn't be there. I don't know. If you don't like it, you should leave. I mean, it's nothing wrong about that. If you're not enjoying playing a game, you shouldn't be playing the game. And you can just find a different group of people that you enjoy being with.
If you would like, if you're not happy where you are, send me an email.
Yes.
At interpartyconflict.gmail.com. Subject line Lisa. And tell me what your dice roll is. And I'll tell you what happened.
I can confirm you will have an excellent time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Skylar approved. I mean, Gabe approved.
No, we're Lisa and Skylar.
But you said it could be Gabe. All right, fine. Rex9460 from Reddit wants to know how to roleplay a female character.
You have boobs.
Yeah, just play her as a person and you're fine.
Be sure to talk about her pendulous breasts.
Yes. Oh, that is a given. Yeah. Pendulous breasts.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes. That was an easy question.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you had to do.
Okay, great. Okay, so I have a question for Skylar. This is from Damien from email. How can I make travel more interesting? Tell them about the license plate game.
Oh, the license plate game. Wait, which license plate game? There was a lot.
Oh, I guess you answer the question. It's your question.
Well, Jeffrey and I have a license plate game where we just kind of phonetically read license plates, and there have been some delightful ones.
I've never heard of this game.
No, it's great. There's one that we used to see fairly often, and this might get cut, but it was BJJ. It was blowjob jobs. And that was our favorite. 'Cause every time we'd see it, we'd yell blowjob jobs.
Oh my
As
gosh.
loud as we could.
So that was her job.
Yeah, that was her job, was blowjobs.
Whoa.
Like she was a working lady. Or he,
Gabe's car, his license plate says Spice Girl. That's his job. He's a Spice Girl.
Our car says Beavis.
Like Butthead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. A good friend, her car. Yeah, no, we have a lot of good ones.
Excellent.
So that's my license plate game. Do you have a very fun license plate game?
Yeah, we look for license plates from different states and then we find them and we keep track.
Did you ever see a blowjob job?
Not on the road.
Well, you are missing out.
I know.
I can tell you.
I did recently see a license plate that said BTS, which is a K-pop group that's pretty much the most popular one, but it's a guy group, and I don't like the guy groups. I only like the girl groups. But anyways, I would like to know how they got that plate and how I happened to see it.
Was it just BTS or was it
It was just BTS.
Wow.
Yeah.
Luck, I guess.
I don't know.
Anywho. Next question.
Okay.
Oh, you already answered about the paladin because that was a very tactical answer.
What was your answer for the paladin question?
I'm actually playing a paladin right now and I can't remember this mechanic.
Do you need a book?
Yeah, I would love a book.
Which one? We have options.
What is this, sorcery?
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
That's the one that's so evil it fell apart in our hands.
Perfect for a paladin. All right. Let's see. Ooh, fancy.
If you look for more than 3 seconds, the book wins.
Well, Supernatural book tells me that many mediums promise to deliver messages from the afterlife to existing family members. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be a non-lethal for me.
Do you need some backup?
Yeah.
Ahead of her, a dark head turned, spectacles flashed. Nicholas! Why do they give them these names? Aviriel cried, hurrying toward them. Tamara.
Yep. I think we can move on for that.
Fabulous. I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to start from the bottom and we'll work our way up because I don't know where we are.
That's just the last two.
Oh, wait. We asked about travel
Yeah,
and
it's only
then
the last two.
paladins. Okay. So this is by Prusnio on Reddit. What do you guys think of taking a historical place and time and making it an RPG setting? How would you do it? What place and time would you use? That's like too many questions. So you answer the first one, I'll answer the second one, you answer the third one.
Okay.
Let's
cool.
try that again. What do you guys think of taking a historical place and time and making it an RPG setting?
I think it's a really neat idea. I think it would take a lot of time to do it well, though. So, and if you
what
really
would entail doing it well?
research, a whole lot of research.
Okay.
I was gonna swear, but I didn't.
Good, because this has the little rating that says people can listen to it.
People?
I mean, no, children aren't people. But
That's what Gabe and Jeff say every day. That's why they got that rating.
yeah.
Yep.
I had a dream about children. I had a dream that I had given birth.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. And so I had this baby and I didn't want it. So I gave it to you of all people.
Oh.
I know. And I wanted you to take care of it while I called around desperately to all of my friends, seeing if anybody wanted a free baby before I dropped it off at the police station. Because free baby, you know?
Yeah.
People pay thousands of dollars for babies,
Yeah.
you know? Not even black market ones. Like, yeah. So this is free baby. And nobody wanted it.
Nobody wanted a free baby?
Yeah. You were like making sure it didn't die.
Uh-huh.
'Cause I was so neglectful.
I'm glad that I was an adult in dreams, at least.
Yeah, I know. Not in real life.
No, I know.
No. Shh.
How would you do the thing that you asked?
I don't know what I asked. No, wait. I'm only answering the second question.
That is the second question. How would you do it?
Oh, research. Duh.
Oh, yeah.
Loads and loads a swear word of research.
I feel like I heard that somewhere, but it sounds right. So
Okay.
let's go with that.
All right. Fabulous. And then what place and time would you use?
Definitely some time before cell phones and computers, because that'd be way too difficult.
Make sure that it's actually before that time, though.
Yeah.
There was a time we did a murder mystery party, and I just assumed it was in the 40s because I thought all murder mystery parties were in the 40s. That, you know, just seemed like it. Then we got to the answer, and someone was illegally selling wine online.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So make sure that your time period is actually when you think it is.
Okay. I'm gonna say You know, the older you go, the less research there is. So I'd say older,
Dark
the better.
Ages.
Dark Ages.
Nothing good came out of there.
Nothing good came out of there. They burned all the books.
It
No one knows
literally
anything about what
anything.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the time when nerds were good. The candies.
Gross. All right.
I'm just talking. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's great.
Great.
So you're fired, then. You're
Did you just
fired,
call me a
Dan.
liar?
What? Did I? I mean, not to your face.
The Simpsons.
Darn it. Shoot. You're fired, then, from Reddit. Would like to know, am I the only one who hates hearing people's D&D stories?
No.
Lisa loves nerd stuff.
No, you are not the only person. You're fired, then. You're not even lying. You're actually fired. It's the worst. It's the worst.
Why do you hate it so much?
Because we could be talking about my dog instead. But instead, Gabe wants to talk about, oh, look at me. I put on a wizard's hat. And oh, look at how I cut my nails in order to make my character more realistic. Oh, look at me. I'm Gabe. I'm wearing shoes. But really, no, that's not okay. What I want is to talk about my dog and my life and not hear about Gabe's pointy wizard cloak.
Lisa, I just want you to know that's the most spot on Gabe impression I've ever heard. Like, audience, I can tell you right now, that sounds exactly like Gabe.
I know. If you don't think it is, you haven't heard the real Gabe.
Yeah. That's the next episode.
Okay, Skylar, do you like hearing about people's Dungeons and Dragons stories?
It depends on if I actually like who's telling me the story.
Mm-hmm.
Some people do not tell stories well.
Like me.
I don't know if that's true.
You're very kind.
No, it's, if you can tell a good story, then I would love to hear it if it's the right time and place, and I am in the mood to hear stories. So probably about 1% of the time, then yeah.
So I have a bunch of tattoos, and they're all really good.
Are we going to hear tattoo stories? I bet everyone loves
I just
that.
need to wedge this in here, but listeners, do not tell my dad because I might be 30 years old, but he does not know I have any tattoos. I have a Loch Ness Monster tramp stamp. I later found out that it was like Paul Blart, and that just made it better. I love that movie.
What do you mean it's like Paul Blart?
There's a throwaway joke where he gets a Loch Ness Monster tramp stamp.
Oh no, so you literally Paul Blarted.
Uh-huh, it's fabulous. I drew it myself in MS Paint. And my tattoo guy was all for it. He's a real professional.
What about your other ones? Let's keep this going for as long as possible. And,
all right, great. So I've also got, I have two really, really ugly rats. I found them when I was looking for clip art to make joke posters for the library. And I just kind of ran with it and put them on everything. And you can come to the Garden City Public Library and look on the floor and all around, and you will find them. But anyways, I got one in London. The other one, that one's called British Adventure Rat. Then the other one is Sick India Rat, who I was going to get in India, but the only place I saw that did tattoos in India didn't have a front to the building, and inside there was a guy with a sledgehammer working on car parts. And I did not want my leg to fall off. So I got it done on Indian soil, meaning I came back home and had a bag of dirt from India and sat on it while I got my tattoo done. So it's legit. And then I got these tattoos. I bought them Christmas gifts for Christmas. So one of them got a Tamagotchi and one of them got a Furby.
To clarify, you tattooed next to your tattoos, giving them Christmas gifts.
Correct.
Of more tattoos.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I know, they're so good. And then there's also the Loch Ness Monster and my China tattoos. And I finally got one with color. And it's a giant Ganesha. And he's beautiful.
He is beautiful.
And I needed to wedge all that in there.
Wonderful.
Yay.
Yay.
What was the question?
We had moved on from questions.
Oh, good.
So that was just Lisa tattoo time.
Social media discussion question from last week.
There actually isn't one from last week.
There is not one from last week. So, Skylar, would you like to talk about my dog?
Well, I believe Gabe would like us to talk about what was your greatest real life adventure?
The funnest would probably be when we went to Centralia, which is a town that's on fire.
I've heard of that.
Yes, so many wonderful things happened on that trip. It was a time before cell phones.
Well, a time before cell phones for you was like
it was like 2 months ago.
like 2 months ago.
Okay, it was a time before even GPSs. We had a book of maps and MapQuest directions. And the MapQuest directions wanted us to get off on an exit that didn't even exist. But we found where we wanted to go. And then we looked at the map because it didn't take quite as long as we thought it was going to. And I almost got hit by a car. And then we saw that, Gettysburg is in the same state. So we looked at a real live atlas and mapped out our way. And we went to Gettysburg, and it just happened to be the anniversary of Gettysburg. And we went on a ghost tour, and the lady never emailed us our pictures. And we still have her business card, and we're still intending to say, where are our pictures? But the likelihood of getting them is lower and lower with every passing year.
I don't know. I'd still try.
And then we were like, hey, Hershey, Pennsylvania, that's in the same state. So we drove there and we went on the free ride to get the chocolate at the end. And then we found a barn that had a dumpster explode in it, and all of the things were for sale. Oh, it's Super Hands time. Come here. What do you have to say? Can you burp? Burp?
Oh, he's camera shy.
I hate the sound of burping, and I had to get used to it because my dog burps all the time. His name is Mr. Darps.
Tiny burps because he's a tiny dog.
He just gave me a kiss. I can still feel it lingering on me.
Well, that'll do it for our questions this week. So let's wind down a little.
Okay.
Let's take a deep breath.
Dragon's Horde.
Let's remember those who have come before us as we toss another log onto the funeral pyre. This week's funeral pyre story comes from Reddit user TelperionST. I charge into a room. Behind me, the wizard yells, "Potato!" The magically charged potato flies into the room and it crits really hard. Roll, Master Rules, whatever that means.
Why did you write that?
Good question. I'm going to roll on past that. Every NPC inside and my PC dies by a massive energy magic explosion. From that point onwards, potato replaced grenade in our games. And so, let's raise a glass in memory of Telperion's character who got stuck with the hot potato. Excellent.
Well, that'll do it for today. To submit questions for us
Me and Lisa.
to discuss, do not email. However, if you would like questions that Gabe and Jeff will answer, items for the Dragon's Horde, or stories for the funeral pyre, please email us at interpartyconflict@gmail.com/Lisa's dog is really good. For show notes, links to media. Oh, hi. Oh, can we be in love forever? Yeah. I'm having a moment with my boy. Skylar, you're going to have to take over.
For show notes, links to media mentioned on the show, and running lists of questions and magic items, go to interpartyconflict.com. Join the discussion on social media. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/interpartyconflict, on Reddit, r/interpartyconflict, on our Interparty Discord, or on Twitter at InPartyConflict, INPARTY conflict, to our weekly social media questions.
Additionally, if you would like to Google some interesting things, look up long Furbies.
Your answers might end up on the show. Find us on iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, and YouTube, anywhere you download podcasts. Please rate, review, subscribe, or just tell a friend. If you'd like to support the show, check out the rewards at patreon.com/interpartyconflict. There's a few different tiers, so anything you can spare, even $1 a month, will go towards making the show better, and you'll get bonus content for it. You may even hear Lisa and myself again. Never again. Never again.
Google those long Furbies.
That's a long intro, Gabe.
Oh, Lisa, tell me about FriendQuest.
Lisa, tell me about FriendQuest.
Okay, FriendQuest is the circle of websites. Oh, Lisa knows what this is. It's a circle-y website that I'm involved in. No, Gabe is involved in.
Nope.
What? That's not it. You're thinking of Crit Nation.
Oh.
It's not Mr.
Sorry, Crit. Okay, so anyways, okay, Oh, is that the thing Jeff does?
Yes.
Okay, so Friend Nation is a thing
So
that
close.
Jeff does. There's no circles involved. However, he will play video games and you can watch him. Yeah, that's how I feel. Okay, so if you want to watch somebody play video games instead of going outdoors, I follow Jeff on FriendQuest. He can be found under Jeffrey2 at foraging.
That sounds real. All right.
Okay, so let's really talk about FriendQuest.
Oh, that was good. You pretty much
That was
covered
it. That was...
That's good.
Watch him play video games.
Yeah. That's the one. Check out Gabe's side project, the Arcade Memories podcast. If you'd like to submit your childhood memories of going to the arcade, record them, write the... I can't.
I got it. I got this.
Yeah, you do it.
I got this. Find us on iTunes.
That's not.
That's... Okay.
Check out Gabe's side project, the Arcade Memories podcast, ! If you'd like to submit your own childhood memories of going to the arcade, record them, or write to him them at arcadememoriespodcast@gmail.com!
Much better than me.
It was.
It really was.
Fabulous.
Also head on over to bit.ly/InterPartyConflict to take a short survey about our show. What you like, what you don't like us.
Yeah, tell him you never want us to do this again.
Oh, please do.
Oh, but you can tell him, by him I mean them, there's two of them. Tell them that you do want to hear more about Super Hands. That guy. That little boy.
And just for taking it, you'll get 2 free printable board games courtesy of Mary and Tom, who is Lisa's cousin, over at hollandspiele.com. That's HOLLANDSPEIELE.com.
I never met Tom until I found out he was friends with my husband.
You didn't meet your cousin?
I don't know who he is.
That's a fun Lisa story.
I'm full of them.
And our music is made by Boxcat Games from
Nameless the Hackers RPG.
So Lisa, until next time.
Keep playing Dungeons and Dragons.
That was take 1. All right, now we're going to start recording.